Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE is going through some major changes. SmackDown is moving from the Fox back to the USA Network. In October, NXT moves from USA to CW. Lastly, Monday Night Raw will move to Netflix in January 2025. The SmackDown move to USA Network takes place this Friday with the season premiere of the Blue brand. So far, a few matches have been announced, including a steel cage match with Cody Rhodes defending his prized title. With that being said, there will likely be a surprise or two for fans checking the program out. One of those surprises could include an appearance from a Monday Night Raw star. Typically, wrestlers remain exclusively on their assigned brand, so this would be quite the shakeup. This article will take a look at 4 Monday Night Raw superstars who could potentially crash the season premiere of SmackDown. This includes a top tag team, a beloved singles star, and more. So without further ado, below are 4 WWE Raw stars who could make an appearance on SmackDown this week. 4. Jey Uso could appear to make amends with Roman Reigns. Jey Uso is an absurdly popular WWE superstar currently signed to Monday Night Raw. He has been with the company for around a decade and a half, but truly rose up as a single star over the past year or so. Main event Jey Uso currently has 2 priorities on WWE Monday Night Raw. He is set to soon challenge Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Additionally, Jey has been involved in an angle with Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and the Judgment Day. Still, Jey could show up on Friday Night SmackDown. Many believe that Roman Reigns will appear on the show. If he does, Jey could also show up and attempt to make amends with the head of the table. Roman and Jey parted ways last year, which even led to the two clashing at SummerSlam. Uso moved to Monday Night Raw just to get away from his family. Still, he could potentially wish to make amends soon. 3. Kairi Sane and Amp, number 2. Io Sky. Damage Control could confront Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Damage Control is one of the most successful factions in WWE today and arguably the most successful women's faction in the history of the company. The group currently features Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai as members, although Bayley was also once involved. Unfortunately, Asuka and Dakota Kai are both out injured. This has led to Kairi and Io working together in tandem. The Sky Pirates also turned babyface, which has been an interesting journey for WWE fans to witness. Interestingly, Kairi and Io had a run-in with another pair of fan favorites recently, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. After Damage Control lost to the Unholy Union thanks to a distraction by Jade, the two teams got up into each other's faces. Damage Control clearly wants the women's tag team titles. As a result, they could potentially crash the SmackDown premiere and either attack or confront Jade and Bianca. This could make it evident that they're next up for a tag title shot. 1. Sami Zayn could be Kevin Owens' mystery partner on WWE SmackDown. A big tag team match has been announced for WWE Friday Night SmackDown. The always cocky and annoying A-Town Down Under will take on Kevin Owens and a mystery partner of his choosing. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller claim Owens doesn't have many friends and insist the bout could end up becoming a handicap match. Randy Orton has been a friend of Owens, so he could step up. Cody Rhodes could attempt to pull double duty since he has an undisputed WWE title match. Alternatively, Raw's Sami Zayn could crash Friday Night SmackDown this week and reunite with his longtime best friend. Sami and Kevin have been a tag team off and on for over 2 decades and even headlined WrestleMania 39 Saturday together. Provided there are no complaints from Nick Aldis, Zayn crashing SmackDown and reuniting with KO would make for a memorable moment for the fans. It could also give Sami an excuse to be on the same show as the Bloodline, potentially teasing more story developments there. Roman Reigns to make amends with Jey Uso. A tribal reunion. Roman Reigns stood in the middle of the ring on WWE SmackDown, his eyes focused intently on the giant LED screen as a replay of Jey Uso's recent explosive words played once again for the world to hear. I'm done with the bloodline. Jey's voice echoed through the arena. The words had cut deep, not just into the very fabric of the storyline that had dominated WWE for over 2 years, but into the heart of the man who once called himself the Tribal Chief. The once seemingly unbreakable bond between Roman and Jey had been torn to shreds in recent months, with betrayals, interference, and clashes tearing the cousins apart. Roman wasn't a man who apologized easily, but things were different now. The bloodline was fractured, Solo Sikoa was still at his side, but the absence of his twin cousins was impossible to ignore. It was time for change. Time to make amends. But could Roman really do it? Could the once all-powerful leader of the bloodline humble himself enough to seek reconciliation? Roman raised the microphone to his lips, the tension in the crowd palpable. "Jey," he began, his voice softer than usual. "I know I've done things that pushed you away. But blood is thicker than anything else in this business. Your family, Uso. And family fights, but family also forgives." The crowd began to buzz, sensing an emotional moment brewing. Roman paused, gathering his thoughts before delivering the line that might change everything. "If you're out there, Jey, I'm asking you to come home. Come back to where you belong." The arena held its breath. Would Jey respond? Would Roman's plea for forgiveness be enough to mend the shattered bond between them? While Roman Reigns sought reconciliation, another storm was brewing just beneath the surface. WWE's upcoming SmackDown season premiere promised to be monumental, and whispers around the locker room suggested some of Raw's most dangerous superstars might be looking to make their mark on the blue brand. The excitement over potential appearances had fans buzzing, with 4 former champions rumored to crash the party. 1. Seth Rollins, the Visionary's return. Seth Rollins, the current World Heavyweight Champion, has had an intertwined history with Roman Reigns dating back to their time in the Shield. While he may have moved to Raw, Rollins has never forgotten his unfinished business with Roman. The Visionary's charisma and ability to get into Roman's head makes him the prime candidate to make a shocking return to SmackDown. Rumors suggest Rollins has grown weary of seeing Roman dominate the blue brand while holding WWE Universal Championship hostage for over 1,000 days. The SmackDown season premiere would be the perfect opportunity for Rollins to crash the party, laying down a challenge or reminding Roman that no matter how powerful he is, Seth will always have his number. Imagine the pop when Rollins' iconic laugh blares through the arena, just as Roman is addressing the WWE Universe. The tension between them would be electric, setting the stage for a major showdown at a future pay-per-view event. Could Rollins be the one to finally bring an end to Roman's reign? 2. Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare Grows. Rhea Ripley, the reigning WWE Women's World Champion, is no stranger to making waves wherever she goes. A dominant force on Raw, Rhea has proven herself capable of standing toe-to-toe with anyone in WWE, male or female. But what if she decides that SmackDown needs a little nightmare of its own? Rhea crashing the SmackDown season premiere would send shockwaves through the roster. Her unpredictability, combined with her vicious streak, could lead to interesting matchups against the blue brand's top female talent. Plus, with the Judgment Day continuing to expand its influence across WWE, it wouldn't be surprising if Rhea arrived to stir up chaos and possibly add a second title. 3. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare's next chapter. Cody Rhodes has been on a journey ever since returning to WWE. While his quest for the WWE Championship led him to confront Roman at WrestleMania, he has yet to fully settle the score. With Cody still chasing that elusive title victory, crashing the SmackDown season premiere could be the bold move he needs to reignite his rivalry with Roman. Rhodes arriving on SmackDown would add a huge dose of unpredictability. Cody has been meticulously planning his path to the top, and showing up on Roman's turf would send a strong message. Could we see the American Nightmare come face-to-face with the Tribal Chief once more? The WWE Universe would be all in for a continuation of this iconic rivalry. For Becky Lynch, the man wants it all. Becky Lynch, one of the most decorated women in WWE history, has never been one to sit quietly in the background. Although she's currently a fixture on Raw, Becky has made it clear she's always on the hunt for new challenges. And what better way to shock the system than by storming into SmackDown's season premiere? If Becky shows up, it's not just to make an appearance, she's there to dominate. Whether she targets the reigning SmackDown Women's Champion or goes after someone like Charlotte Flair or Asuka, Lynch's arrival would create instant excitement. The man doesn't wait for opportunities, she takes them, and a surprise appearance on SmackDown would leave the WWE Universe buzzing. Back to Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. As Roman waited for a response, the crowd's attention was momentarily drawn to the stage. A figure emerged, and the audience erupted into cheers as Jey Uso stepped into view. His eyes locked with Roman's, the tension between them clear. For a moment, the two men stood silently, the weight of their shared history hanging heavy in the air. Roman extended his hand, a rare gesture from the tribal chief, a symbol of peace and reconciliation. Jey hesitated, the past wound still fresh. But after a long pause, he took a step forward, and the crowd roared in approval. Could this be the reunion the bloodline desperately needed? The WWE Universe would have to wait until SmackDown's season premiere to find out.